Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
There are many demons, but there's only one
Electro-demon.
Quake 3 Arena is a legendary FPS from a legendary developer, id Software. It came out in 1999 and it's the third game in the Quake series, but in reality it has nothing to do with the previous games. Is this game any good? Stick with this review to find out. Quake 3 Arena has a single player component, but calling it a single player is not really it. This is a multiplayer focused game and it was very popular back in its day. The single player portion of the game is basically multiplayer but with computer controlled bots. You play as a rugged looking dude that smokes a cigar and is somehow pulled into this bloody tournament. Yeah, it's not a story focused game for sure. The single player portion of the game consists of 7 tiers. Each tier has a few maps, 4 most of the time, and you have to win each one to progress to the next tier. And this is basically the gameplay. It's simple when you look at it, but complex at the same time. To be a good Quake player, it takes skill. Duking it out with bots is fun, but it really takes skill to duke it out with other real people online. Nowadays the multiplayer scene is pretty much dead, except Quake Live maybe, but I still play Quake 3 with bots every now and then. It's just pure fun. What also makes this so fun is the bots. They're actually quite smart and mimic human behavior. The star of the show here are the weapons. This is what I call a classic old school FPS roster. You start off with the machine gun, not a very powerful weapon despite its high fire rate. If you run out of bullets you can use the gauntlet. Check it out. Then there's the plasma gun, which shoots out plasma. It's a great weapon for mid and even long range. The shotgun is a pretty self-explanatory weapon that does a fair bit of damage up close when used correctly. Then there's the grenade launcher, a weapon that launches grenades, pretty powerful and good for tight corridors. Then there's the rocket launcher, the best weapon in the game. This weapon can clear a room full of enemies if used correctly. This was a very powerful weapon online in the right hands. Then there's the lightning gun, a weapon that shoots out fucking lightning. A cool weapon that does solid damage. Then there's the Railgun, a weapon capable of instantly killing an enemy, but it has a cooldown to prevent spamming. A brilliant weapon in the right hands. Impressive. And finally there's the BFG, which is just pure monster of a gun. Maps are great, featuring long corridors, choke points, teleporters, etc. The design is great, and you can see that a lot of thought went into item placement and the general layout. Then there's the enemies, boss to be precise. You can duke it out with Doom Guy, Blue Skeleton, a walking wide-eyed creature and plenty more. Not only you can duke it out with them, but you can also play with them. In the campaign I mentioned the 7 tiers. They're all deathmatch. But that's not the only mode in Quake 3 Arena. You can play the Skirmish, which allows you to play Team Deathmatch, Capture the Flag and more. All are great modes, but I like Classic Deathmatch the best. It's just a pure test of your skills and just pure carnage. Unreal Tournament and Quake always had a bit of a rivalry going on. I was mostly an Unreal Tournament guy at that time, but I did enjoy Quake as well. Man, my childhood was fucking awesome. I remember playing Quake 3 Arena at night online because at night the internet was cheaper. Yeah, the good old dial-up days. Huge ping, thinking I was the bomb because I spent countless hours in single player. Well, that resulted me in getting my ass handed down to me online. But I still enjoyed it, although I do remember my father yelling at me when the telephone bill came. Back in those days, internet was paid by the minute. Yeah, bro. The soundtrack in Quake 2 was made by Sonic Mayhem, and it's one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Sonic Mayhem also did the soundtrack of this game as well, and it's pretty good. In addition to Sonic Mayhem, Frontlight Assembly also worked on the soundtrack. You can hear their electro influence. Announcer also plays a big part in Quake 3 Arena. It really makes you feel like you're participating in a blood sport tournament. It really adds to the game.
You are tied for the lead.
Graphically speaking, Quake 3 engine looked awesome back in its day. It was one of the most used engines in other games. Licensing the engine did bring a lot of money to id Software. Nowadays it doesn't look anything special and it's clearly dated. But for an occasional round of deathmatch, it still looks awesome. If you're into some old school arena combat, then this is the game for you. Check out Unreal Tournament as well. I don't think you can play Quake 3 Arena online these days. Maybe if you have friends you can set up LAN online matches. That used to be fun, especially in high school. If you're up for some online action with random people online, I think Quake Live is still alive. It's Quake 3 Arena and Team Arena mixed into one, and you play it via the browser. Check it out. If I had to give a score to Quake 3 Arena, I'd give it 8.8 out of 10.